nice. We get into my adult children, but then I should have shungu and sandy veng shungu, not me shungu. Chef Shingi is in the building.
This is true.
How are you doing?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you?
Can I see? Can you remove your cap?
Yeah.
Which hairstyle do you have?
I've got a very cool hairstyle.
Oh, okay. You have a sock on. I was like, did you cut your hair? Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
The same lady who does your hair?
Yeah.
Still the same?
That one?
Yep. Oh, that's nice. Those are nice cornrows.
Thank you.
Those are really nice cornrows. So we talk about food with Chef Shingi. Today, Nzimbe. Nzimbe. It's good the roasted.
Hey, Nzimbe guys, it's one of those things that are underrated. I think a lot of food is underrated until you've spoken about it. And that's the beauty of this show, because we are always trying to showcase some of the creative ways you can consume different ingredients or use up different ingredients. And today's ingredient is sugarcane, guys. That green tall plant. Which you've got to love. I mean, who doesn't love Nzimbe?
Who doesn't love Nzimbe? Ari kwela noti weekend na chef Shinga ndidi Nzimbe. Nzimbe dzinonaga. Na vanhu vadzifunga mumwe ngati unziro Nzimbe.
And they're in season, right? Saka, this is the best time you actually want to consume sugar.
Did you bring us Nzimbe?
You know what? It's funny because I felt like I should have. They're in season, like I said. And when I don't know kombi angakatakura mazinzimbe altenda kwaruko ndona and it was like I should actually get some sugarcane after the show and just munch away at one plant and I sort of enjoy it. But I think before we go any further, guys, we need to understand what sugarcane really is, because you can only imagine that this is where sugar actually comes from, right? And there's a lot of negative connotations that are evolving around sugar itself, right?
Yes.
So we want to sort of clear that air and just make sure that we can actually consume sugarcane. So yeah, sugarcane is a giant tropical grass. Yes, we're eating grass, guys. That's what we're doing.
It's grass? Is that what it's called? Grass?
It actually is grass.
Are you for real?
But it tastes like dessert. So.
It does. Yummy grass,
Yummy
if you
grass.
ask me.
Yep. And it's one of the world's most important crops. So it's just one of those things that you have to actually know what to do with and what best to do with, because many people hear sugar immediately and think with diabetes, weight gain, cavities, and hyperactive children that are not going to sleep because you fed them sugar at the wrong time, etc. But fresh sugarcane is just not the same as that highly processed refined table sugar. So while you're eating sugarcane, you are actually consuming natural sugars, and natural sugars are just one of those important things that are going to aid our body functionality. I mean, you want energy from natural sugars. You are benefiting so much from natural sugars that you wouldn't get when you are consuming the refined table sugar, right? You get water from consuming sugarcane. Some plant compounds that are in there which contain vitamins and minerals, and the fiber from obviously the chewing process. I know kuta imeds.
Aizo meds.
What
tunopinda to fiber tunopinda.
So it's one of those things that people need to look at and think, sugarcane is actually one of those things that aren't such a relative or a negative relative yeshuga on. But have you noticed something funny? No one chews sugarcane really elegant.
Kunagana elegance.
Shads niggas yitambi squares because you want to get all of it out of there, and that's your body actually, that's actually one of the things that your body does.
Baby, how you can't be elegant.
You can't.
When it's his name as
but not negotiating, it's a difficult contract, but you get the benefits of it. And you exercise your facial muscles. So these are some of the indirect benefits, and I know sometimes you actually want to sort of derive some super scientific benefits and all these vitamins and what, but tell you what, I actually had a thing, and this is separate but related, where I used to say to myself, "But you know, what, every day, and I think, I don't know, like, I used to watch MMA, right? Mixed martial arts, and you watch these guys train, you watch these guys fight, and all of that, right? And it's been a cool growing sport, and I'm thinking to myself, but hey, you know, like some of the training, like, you know, there's these guys that like literally will like hit their shins against like walls and stuff. Kuti vahadenike mabonza. How is it? And so for me, one of the things was shades dzavanonge dzakaoma dziri tough
saka dzinobetserwa
nekutsenga nzimbe.
neNzimbe.
So you're literally exercising your facial muscles, guys, and encouraging saliva production, which is very good for your digestive system. Did you know? All right, and it can also help clean the teeth mechanically. So I mean, like, look, guys, it's got like direct and indirect benefits, and you really want to just, you know, add this to your diet. But while we're there, guys, I think let's think the most creative things we can do with sugarcane in the kitchen, and I'm about to share some recipes, guys.
Is there a recipe for the juice?
There's many recipes. I mean,
Okay, for the juice.
Not
the Nzimbe itself.
The Nzimbe
the grass
itself has some. Come on.
Can't wait to hear that.
And the first one that you're actually gonna be exposed to, guys, is a fire roasted sugarcane chicken skewer.
Okay.
Now, do you know what we are going to make the skewer out of? Take a wild guess. The sugarcane itself. So basically,
I see.
now you see, huh?
So ukatete.
Right. Saka
Inenge yaipwere.
chekwa
Okay.
And I've seen this in many places. So like in you know, like more developed parts of the country or the region, let me say, like Nana Josa, and you know, like they don't really have like the opportunity to get sugar cane. Tenga iri Nzimbe kwakutanga kutomenya zvine drama iza kana zvimantingiri zvimafanze zvacho zvacho unozvisapai, you know, like that's, you know, another problem, right? So you find that in more developed like supermarket or markets, they actually menya it for you, peel it for you.
See, they're actually selling that, hey?
Right? And then it's cut up into like little like nice shapes, and then it's put into a tray and cling wrapped, and there you go, you have sugarcane, right? So yeah, so why not? Okay, and I think this recipe is revolutionary. Why not cut your sugarcane into skewers? All right, and then these are nice long. So what if for those who don't know, skewers are like kebab sticks. Okay, so long sort of sticks that can hold your chicken tight, or whatever it is that you want to put on there. So in this recipe, guys, it's a fire roasted sugarcane chicken skewer, and what you'll need is 2 kg of chicken thighs. Now I choose chicken thighs because these are literally like the most flavorful parts of the chicken. I think I don't know if anyone begs to differ, but yeah, that's just my preference.
Yeah, they're so flavorful.
So you have 2 kg of chicken thighs, and you have 6 sugarcane sticks cut into skewers, 3 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of garlic, because chicken loves garlic, we know this, and 1 tablespoon of ginger. Now you want to juice 3 lemons and also juice some of that sugarcane. Okay, so some of it you're using to make skewers, like the literal sticks, and some of it you're actually juicing, so you can mix your dry ingredients into the juice of the lemons and the sugar cane, and you have this sweet and sour sauce that's coming out of the sugar and the lemon. And goodness me, like, this has to marinate overnight. Okay, so this goes into your chicken, and you've done this maybe in the evening after your dinner, and you're looking forward to tomorrow's lunch, and it's marinating overnight, and then tomorrow you just basically debone your chicken thighs, will be some bones on it, and then you thread it onto your sugarcane skewers, guys. And this is the fun part, because like, you would not known, or you'd have not known that you could actually use these in that sense, right? And you want to grill them over like medium heat, so you put them in the oven, and you know what, feel free, like if you want to add some color on there, add some robot peppers, so that's your red, green, yellow, and just sort of create some color on that chicken. And then you want to just baste with the juice of that sugarcane and lemon until it's ready. So now you'll get like a sweet, sort of smoky, juicy meat. And I'm telling you, like ukazovunzonzi, if flavor you know, you shouldn't be shy to say Nzimbe.
Nzimbe, baba, baba,
Nzimbe,
baba.
baba. This is our Tirimu winter, guys. You know, this is like one of those things that will definitely nourish you. I mean, last week we spoke about comfort food, right? And you know, like you want to enjoy food in the winter because it really helps to balance your mood. Because you know, winter moods can get very gloomy and it's cold and people are getting sick, flu. So the food that you eat during the winter season is really gonna have to do its work to contribute to, you know, keeping you well and just keeping you happy and in a cheerful mood. Yeah.
Nice. So there we have it. That's the recipe. That's
the recipe. And if you actually want to do some braai glaze, because winter and fires go along, so why not put some
definitely
right? So just the juice alone. So this is like a sugarcane braai glaze, and what you're gonna need is 2 cups of that fresh sugarcane juice. And how you're gonna juice this, don't ask me.
Is it for everybody in the house?
Otherwise, hey, but you see, drama, but yeah, 2 cups of fresh sugarcane juice. Actually, hit me up on WhatsApp and let's have a conversation on how to juice. I mean, there are juicers out there, and you can use those, but I bet like only like 10% of the Nzimbe households have juicers. So we're gonna have to be very creative and also very private about the way this is done.
Come on.
So you can come into my DMs, direct message me. But yeah, you're gonna need 2 cups of fresh sugarcane juice, 2 chilies. I will like this to be a chili, like a sweet chili sort of thing vibe going on. 1 tablespoon of garlic, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, some salt. And the method basically is to just reduce over low heat until it's like a syrup. Okay, so you put this into a pot, into a saucepan, and really just let it sort of come down until it's got like a sort of thick syrupy consistency. And you brush this onto your pork ribs, onto your chicken, onto your goat chops, onto beef short ribs. Guys, the natural sugars just create an incredible caramelized crust on your meat. And yeah, there you go.
We can't wait to try it. Thank you very much, Chef Shingi. Yeah, everything. You can make use of everything with Chef Shingi and Chef Shingi's kitchen, including the Nzimbe juice. For those who want to get in touch with you, Chef.
All right, so you can catch me on my mobile number. That's 0774 410 008. I'll repeat that, 0774 410 008. You can also catch me on my Instagram. That's at the Chef Life of Shingi. And on Facebook, operating a business called the Outdoor Kitchen Chef.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Taking our time to 11 o'clock. Star FM, it is time for the news.